man, is this background awesome, eh? Look at that. I wonder if I can use the wide lens. Let's just see if I can use the wide lens. I just want to make sure it's only the background. Oh no, too much. All right, we're back to this. Do I have another one of these? I'm trying to think if I have a less of an angle. That's still pretty crazy, eh? They look like they're live behind me. Hello Ford, hello Jennifer, hello Finder, hello Soaps. Is it awesome? Like, I'm telling you, the detail, it's like they're alive. Did that company, what they could print, it's just amazing. Here, I'll give you a view of the whole thing. So there it is. See? Look at them all up there. So if I was standing, doing the video, we could be like this, talking with the ducks behind us. Is that pretty cool? That actually would have been a good screen thumbnail, right? Actually, the shower curtain needs to be lower, so that's the backdrop of all the ducks, the geese behind you. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Okay. Doug's here. He thinks there's treats this morning. What a dog. He got a whole bull's penis yesterday, doesn't he? Nothing today. See the top of his head, folks? He's losing interest because I'm not doing anything for him. No, he's on this side now. Can you hear him? He just said hello. Doug, what are you doing? Doug? Look at the size of that tongue, eh? Doug, you're a huge dog. Would you like a treat? You would, eh? Would you like a treat? You would like a treat, wouldn't you? Oh, you would. Hey, I got a bag of treat here. I'll put the wide angle lens on for this because it's just, oh, he's going into the pantry on his own, folks. No, Doug, stay out of the pantry. We'll do the boar treats here this morning. He still hasn't touched the Spiral Chew toy. It's over there. It's been there the whole week. I've left it, and he hasn't touched it. Oh, that's too many. You know what's spoiled you. There, that for a bunch of treats, right? Oh, dogs. So I stopped at M&R Feeds yesterday, folks, to get our bill. And you know how April was a pretty evil month. It was like, well, you couldn't ask for much more evilness happen here at the Duck Adventure. April. You're never going to guess what the amount of our bill is. It's like I was shocked when I opened the bill yesterday. I was like, because it just came to me because April was a pretty bad month here. There wasn't much good as far as YouTube was concerned. What was there, Doug? You're liking these right now, aren't you? Doug's sort of thinking that he's the co-host here on the Coffee Morning Show. Do you ever notice he doesn't pay attention to me unless I give him treats? Do you ever saying that? Do you ever heard saying when they were saying the kid was so ugly that they had to tie a pork chop around his neck to get the dog to play with him? I'm gonna give you one more and then we're done. Because you drove me nuts last night. Here, lick the floor up. You got lots of droppings. Down here. Down. Lick the floor. Right here. What's this? No, no, don't paw me. Right there. Look at. Look at. Right there. Don't paw me. Right. You lazy, rotten dog. Lick the floor. Right there. Oh, man, he's just the worst. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Jennifer, you have no idea what it's like. It's like he's just like the polar opposite of what you'd expect a dog to be like when it comes to food. Well, no, it's I'm talking like on a how would I say this? I guess you could say like on a spiritual. It's a sign, okay? I got to show it to you. It's like, okay, so you know, we all agree it was pretty well an evil month, okay, with the YouTube situation. So take a look at this. Look at the bill. Look at the amount. Do you see that? Do you see what the amount is? $666. The sign of the devil. It was like a pretty bad month. So vegans are devils. That's basically what it boils down to. I couldn't believe it. I opened the envelope and I was like, no way. I was like, bad month. Anyways. I just thought I'd share it with you. I don't know, is that a sign? Is that a sign, folks? Oh, I forgot. I need a knife. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh. Doug, you're making my backdrop move. It doesn't look very professional when your tail's wagging it. Do you like the shower curtain? Here, I'll stand up for everybody so you can see. Doug wants more treats, so look at this. When you look at that, when you have, if I had the shower curtain lower, so that was the level of the picture. Is that pretty cool? Like, I'm actually having a hard time now deciding which is better, a Doug head or the ducks. I can't believe how the print though. It's pretty spectacular, folks. Okay, no more treats for the dog. Because you're gonna paste Doug. No, Doug, you don't have any more treats. Okay, dog. Okay, you're on set now. It's time for you to go. Okay, the dog is back. He wants to be part of the show here this morning, folks. See? But we're gonna focus with the new backdrop. Well, I guess no. We'll do this here because I really got the backdrop up to shoot my new video. All right, now it moves. Doug, you're like the ducks. Where are you going? Are you gonna sit on that side? He thinks the treats are over there. I moved them. So actually, there you go. You can see them. It's like, that's pretty big, eh? Doug, you want more treats, don't you? Folks, am I live? Did I connect? Yeah, am I live again? Am I live? Tell me I'm live here before I start feeding the dog. We got problems here today. It was a crazy storm. I had to take the camera out of the pen. The storm was so bad. The one in the Zika tent, which thankfully I did. I was contemplating not doing it. And, oh, did you hear the snort? Doug. Okay, Doug, relax. Oh, do you hear the snort, folks? Yeah, the tent was taking the camera out. I went down there and it was the tent was already pushing against the tripod from the wind. I was laying in bed and something told me, Matt, I should go down there and do this. I said, that would just suck if I go down in the morning and the camera is smashed into the ground and the microphone, and the encoder, and that's the encoder. It's already hit the ground once before. And I thought, I'm gonna go. So I got up, got dressed, went down there, got it. So, see you later for it. So, anyways, I got an idea though this morning because that camera seems to have a problem focusing in the pen, and I think it's because of the distance. So, but up close it seems to focus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the camera in the barn and put the one that won't focus in a distance in there and see if it'll focus in there. I think it will because it seems it'll focus up close, but it won't focus in the big picture. And then move the camera from the barn back outside because yesterday it was pretty blurry. So. The space. Fix the YouTube double space after sentence bug. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're talking about, Plasma. You've got me confused. I don't think you could double space and chat anyways. I've never seen a double space chat, Plasma. I think you're thinking about comments. I've never seen a double space. I've never ever seen a double space on a chat. So it's new to me. Well, he likes the rawhide chicken wraps. I guess what they're called. I've got a patch in the store already, but it's just a short plus one right now. I haven't got the rest of it. See this cool T-shirt though? Pretty soon we're gonna have this one, this artwork. Look at that, eh? I scanned it. I haven't done it yet. I'm way behind because of everything that's happened here. It's been pretty bad, but that's a pretty awesome picture, eh? You love that one? I love it too. I think it's cool. Think about this. What I'm going to do is when I got the scan, I'm going to invert it to black so that when you print it on white, you'll have a black dog head on white or on yellow or on colors, okay? And then on black, it'll obviously be white. And then it'll be, actually I'm going to have to invert it for everything because everything is white background. So I'm going to change it. The only thing you're going to get it in the original white is on black. Black and probably gray, maybe red, whatever the dark colors are, navy. But if it's a light color, I'm going to have to do a reverse on it and turn it into black. So I'm going to have to. But that's artwork. That's what I'm going to do. That's one of the many artworks I'm going to do. I got lots of artwork to do. When's Father's Day? Then I'll tell you if it's possible. If there's a possibility. No, I need a date, not mid-June. Give me a date. Well, yeah, you should have a single space at the end of a sentence. Period, space, start another sentence. Because if you don't, you just got a period in the middle of your sentence. June 9th, June 17th, we're all over the place. If it was June 9th, not much chance. Maybe June the 17th. June 17th. There's a good chance. But it won't be done in time for delivery on June 17th. Wow, that'd be hard. I don't know. Unless I drop everything and do it right now. And I don't like doing that because I'm in the middle. I'm like, you have no idea. Folks, one day I'm going to set the camera up so you can see the amount of work it is to do the artwork. It's like, it's almost as bad as editing videos. That's what it's like. That pretty well sums it up. Okay, now he's gonna see. He's relaxed. He's had his treats. He knows there's no more. Right? Well, he's looking maybe a little bit more. Right? I'm so tired. You wouldn't believe what this dog did to me last night, folks. I'm gonna tell you what happened here. Well, anybody that knows last night, you saw my stream I did on battery packs. I was streaming last night on battery packs, okay? And the power was out. The wind was absolutely nuts. The ducks were just freaking and peeking because it was pitch dark and they were just losing it. And they finally all went into when I went into the pen to get the camera last night, they were in the barn, just freaking out in the barn. I didn't go near the barn because I didn't want them to freak out, but I quickly took the flashlight, took a scan over there, and they were all over there. So now the ducks are losing it. It's pitch dark out. It's crazy windy. Now, Doug, Mr., I sleep all day, but at night I'm alert. I'm tired. I want to sleep. I'm laying there. I just want to close my eyes and sleep. Basically all night, Doug was sitting up, but he wasn't sitting up this time. He was laying there, but he'd bring his head up and he would turn his head with enough force that it would shake the bed. Okay? Every time the ducks would make a noise with the wind, he would shake his head back and forth, looking back and forth, back and forth. It was like, and he won't lay down. I try to grab his head, lay down, Doug, relax, man, stop this. I need to, no. Now look at it, see? Antisocial dog. Anyways, folks, he's not the kind of dog to have around when you want to sleep because Doug is a night guard dog, it seems now. He doesn't want to relax at night. I think what it is, and this is what I think, because Doug's all by visual training. He's a little bit of a short bus that way, but I think it's because of the sheer amount of fox sightings this winter, all at night. He assumes every duck freaking peak means that there's going to be something in the yard shortly. Oh, he's sniffing his toy, or his chew toy. Are you going to take it, Doug? No. See? Doesn't like it. What a picky dog, eh? Yeah. So I think that's what that's what the problem is. Yeah, we had coyotes cut across the lake once. That's the Doug saw. Go away, dog. Yeah. So that's the I think that's the deal, is that he's seen so many sightings. Look at him. He's like, I know there's treats. I know there's more. You can spring for some more. This guy's nose against the cabinet. No, I'm not getting it. You've had enough. They're treats, Doug, not staples. Okay, he's not going to take a chance here. Just in case I have a change of heart, we're going to lay close this morning. He never lays close. Okay, so anyways, I think that's what it is. I think with so many fox sightings that now anytime he hears a noise, he thinks something's going to be there. So it's like, I'm not going to relax. So it means I'm not getting any sleep. Well, I'm not getting a constant sleep, like I'm getting woken up. And anybody that knows what it's like to get woken up in the middle of the night on repeated events, you know how refreshed you are in the morning. You're still on the space at the end of the sentence. Do we want to talk about this morning? Punctuation and spacing, typesetting. I never double spaced. Never ever heard of double spacing at the end of a sentence. Never. Jennifer, I've never had to do it, so I didn't have a view on that. I've never heard of it. I actually, you know what I call a double space at the end of a sentence after the period? A mistake. How old are you people? Because I've never heard of that. And I had a person in my life who was a typesetter. I took typing class, yeah. That's how I took it, to meet girls, not to learn how to type. I ended up learning how to type, but I took typing class, and I don't ever remember double space anything at the end of a period. Donald Trump is the greatest man in the world. There you go, Inga. You were in typing class too. So our typing teachers were stupid. I think this double thing, you guys are just losing it. Seriously. Find the newspaper. Do you see a double space? You know how weird sentences, paragraphs would look like? A double space? Like, get a newspaper. That means it would, like, he would actually see giant holes. You know? American, oh, that sums it up. The American typing classes. Well, the Canadian, we just did the single. And our newspapers, there was like, I don't have a newspaper here because, well, I don't even think they do newspapers anymore, but, and if they do, sell your stocks to the company. It could be around for long. I learned on a manual typewriter. We had a manual typewriter at home. I wish I still had it, actually. It was a turquoise one, and it was a Singer, the same brand as the sewing machine. I remember that. Man, I would love to have my hands on that one. It was like that turquoise color, like the old Electrolux vacuum cleaners. And actually, my sewing machine is a Singer, and it's turquoise in color. So probably from the same time era. They were a workout, man. You had strong fingers typing on those buggers. It was seriously retro. It was. My sewing machine's turquoise too. It's a beast. Oh, so address secretaries are jamming. So it wasn't an industry standard in typesetting. Okay. Morse code key. And then when I got to school, we had IBM typewriters with the electric. And they were weird, going from a manual typewriter to the electric IBM. I remember that. You just touch the keys. You used to just get on it just to make noise. You know, teacher get mad at you for that. My typing teacher could type 110 words a minute. She was fast. She was like a machine. Actually, it was the ugly silver balls that she could do 110 words a minute. Not with the other typewriter. It was with because she had the silver ball machine, and all the kids in class had um, um, uh, the arms that came up on electric. I don't know what the brand or the model. I knew it was IBM. I hit 45 words a minute when I took the class. I hit 45. Just barely hit 45. Like just scraped it. You know, like if 45 was here, I just sort of nicked it. You know what I mean? I'm probably a faster typer now than I was then. I'm probably a lot faster now. Oh. You count keystrokes? No, I don't do that because there's mistakes. You know? And really, you can't do keystrokes in the old way anyways because every keystroke was something on the paper. I can't type with one finger. Like, you know, on a keyboard on iPhones and that, I'm just brutal. Brutal. Hate it. So slow, it's ridiculous. Like it's sad to watch me. You'd be like watching me and you'd be like, my God, you're like old, aren't you, eh? Don't you know how to type on those little keyboards? I'm the hunt and peck method on the touchscreen iPhone and the iPad. That's why I don't like typing on it. I won't do anything on it. I hate it. I'm a keyboard guy. I'm old school. I'm an old guy. You know, okay, Doug's totally chilling now. He's sticking close. He's loving me. I got the pork chop around my neck. Look at that, eh? The only reason he's there is because he thinks there's a possibility that he'll get a treat. He just uses me. Okay, so I went and got a knife. I forgot about that totally. So we got a package. I know what's in the package, but I don't know exactly what's in the package, but I have an idea of the package. A fan of ours, Neon Cherry, actually, bought himself a new tripod for his iPad, for his new iPad, bigger. And the old tripod he had was for a little iPad, which I just happen to have a little iPad that I don't have a tripod for. I got little tripods like gorillas, but I don't have a floor tripod for the little guy. So he emailed me and he says, Matt, I'm replacing my tripod because I got a new iPad, and do you want it? And I said, what's it for? And he said, it's for a little iPad. And I said, oh, it just happens that I don't have a tripod for the little iPad. So he mailed it to me. So I'm going to open it. I've been holding off here, waiting for him to show up, but he has not. Okay, looks like we got a bunch of Sprite cans, but we didn't. Oh, Doug, look at this. Okay. The dog thinks dog treats. Oh, Doug. Okay. Doug, what's this, eh? What is it? What is it, Doug? What is this? Eh? What is this, Doug? Eh? Oh, dogs. Hey, watch your nose. I got the knife, dog. You're gonna cut your nose. Doug's like the mail time helper. He's here just in case there's something for him. Right, Doug? Doug, do you eat tripods now? His yawn. You know what Doug's yawn means, eh? You know what it means? Does anybody know what Doug's yawn means? No, he's losing interest. It's whatever. That's what he does. All right. Oh, it even comes with a carrying bag. All right. Okay, so what do we got here? Oh, the little look at that, eh? The little one. Do you see the way he just chucked my arm there? Anyways, so this is for a little iPad, which I happen to have, and I don't have a tripod for. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's even a metal one. Okay, come on, get in there. Doug lost interest, he's gone. Yeah, having problems here. It's new, eh? So I have to take a look here what the deal is. How does it work? How does it go on? Okay. Goes like this, it goes like this. Okay. Bear with me, folks. I'll get this figured out. Okay, so I guess that's how it locks. Okay. I'm gonna have to put a screw nail in the back of this just to make sure it doesn't come undone. You know, because we're a little high abuse situation here. All right. Well, that's it's good for the little one. I wouldn't put anything. I'm actually going outside. It's got to be. I'm gonna have to be careful when I do it outside that it's not a windy day. The legs aren't really wide, but it'll work because I don't have one for the little guy. But I wouldn't want to do it on a really bad day because, well, outside everything changes when you do things outside with camera equipment. You have to be conscious that you're literally putting sails up in the wind. It's like flying a kite. You know what I mean? So, well, right on. Right on. Well, now I have a tripod for the. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Oh, holy mackerel. I just thought of something. Okay, that's perfect. I know where I'm going to use this. The safest place, in the garage. Because right now, I'm using a big tripod in the garage, which I don't need to. And because I don't have a little one. And I can use this for the iPad in the garage. Because in the garage, there's no big winds. So that'll work perfect. That'll be my tripod. And I'll put the little iPad in the garage. All right. Thank you so much, Neon Cherry. You just solved my garage problem. I showed his address? Oh, no. Don't go visit him, okay? I didn't even see an address on it. That's how everybody saw his address. Okay, so I got to end this stream and go edit it out now, quick. At what point did I say that 33-minute part? Does anybody know what point? The 33-minute, 30-minute, 32-minute? Was it like a physical address or? Oh yeah, he wrote his address really big on it. What are we thinking? I'll have to find that in the video, eh? See if you get the old blur tool out. Maybe Neon Cherry wants a whole bunch of people, duck people showing up. As long as they're not vegans. Strawberry's heading out though. We're gonna go right straight to Neon's house. Check it out. See what he's doing. I'll have to check the 30-minute mark. Blur her out. I wasn't watching either, Miles. I was just cutting with the knife, opening it up like an excited little kid. Dealing with the dog, thinking it was treats. Oh. If Vista's going to send him chocolate, no problem. That'd be nice of you, Vista. He'd probably like that. Don't send me any chocolate. Wouldn't it be funny if a whole bunch of duck people showed up there? All at the same time. Or over a week period, a dozen people pop by, knock on his door. Hi, how you doing? Hello, Neon. And you'd be wondering, like, all these strangers showing up. Don't be sending Matt tripods. He's not that smart in the morning. He's a little bit of a short bus package opener, if you know what I mean. He's gender neutral. Okay, why is this doing this? Oh yeah, you know what happened? Another thing last night too. I sent email to Dell yesterday because I discovered a problem, but I discovered it earlier. But last night it became a real big problem with the storm. Couldn't turn my computer off. Couldn't turn it off. It just kept recycling. I'd hit the shutdown button and the computer would reboot like a restart. And I tried everything. I tried the sleep button. I tried the button on the computer. Everything. No matter what I pressed, it just kept rebooting. I can't turn the computer off. It just won't let me shut down and take the day off. It's like, you gotta keep working. And last night I wanted to turn it off because we had no power. I don't know when the power came back on. I finally got to sleep, so it was not on when I finally got to sleep. So whatever time the streams turned on, that's when the power came back on here. Poor ducks. I'm debating on what to do here, folks. I held it, Jennifer. I stood here with my finger on the laptop button, and I just stood here and waited and waited and waited and waited. As soon as I let my finger off of it, restart. She'd start working again. I didn't do 10 minutes though. I bet you a good 5. And I know like it won't turn off. It just won't. I probably will have to take the battery pack out of it to turn it off. Anyways, I sent an email yesterday, the day before. Dell's trying to figure out, they got the logs, they're trying to figure out why the computer keeps logging off and can't get on the internet. And they say they got an engineer's gonna fix it. I'm like, yeah, right. But anyway, I got a dilemma here, folks. Here's my dilemma. I'm short on cameras right now because we're waiting for the camera to show up in the mail. And I really need to get work done. And I want to let the ducks out. But if I let the ducks out, there's going to be no ducks in the pen. So that means there's going to be no ducks on the streams. And the other day when I had to keep moving cameras around all over the place, I didn't get much work done. So I'm trying to debate what to do. If I leave the ducks locked up, they stay in the stream, and then there's something to see. Sort of like, the giraffe in his stall. Or if we let him out, it'll be like looking at an empty giraffe stall. That's what I'm thinking. So I don't know what to do. Do you want to look at an empty giraffe stall? Well, like I could do a live stream taking them to the Magoon. But I gotta get some work done, folks. I'm so far, and like I'm telling you, this moving camera, this is why I gotta get this other camera set up so that there's a permanent camera at the Magoon. Because it's brutal running around moving cameras. You have no idea. Plus my Achilles tendon just kills me. All this running around. Like, I'm in such bad shape. I'm really getting an eye opener here this spring playing Chase the Ducks with the camera. I'm paying big time. Like when you walk around your yard, talking to yourself about how much pain your ankle's giving you. You know you're in trouble. Well, there will be sound in the giraffe stall, empty giraffe stall today. So you will hear like sounds. It's just you ain't gonna see it. This place is gonna be empty. You might see something when they come back for a snack, mid-afternoon snack. because I'm not going to go on a road trip today to get snacks for the ducks. I'm going to do it someday next week. But it's just that it's nice out and the sun's shining and it's like there's water and it's like leave dug outside, you know. Oh, Jennifer, do you think we should just leave them locked up? Screw it. They don't need to go out and explore the wonderland of the Magoon because they have room in their prison. Is that what you're saying, Jennifer? Vista, I don't think Vista is listening. We don't have a spare camera. That's the problem, Vista. I have to take cameras apart out of the pen and then start running around moving things. We're a camera short. That's the problem right now. And I'm hoping that this swap that I do, moving the broken camera that won't focus into the barn, solves that problem. Like, I really need to get some work done. Really bad, actually. I got so much work to do, outside and inside. And I just can't, I'm chasing ducks with cameras. It's like I gotta get a system. And I can't do any system until the camera shows up. And it ain't gonna show up yet because on Friday the tracking said it was in Florida. So, and I wanna shoot my 2-minute video this morning, 1.5 minutes on the petition because I got the backdrop hanging. So I'm gonna take care of that, and I gotta edit that. But maybe I could do it in one take. But I still gotta edit the end and the beginning of it. So I'm gonna try. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I think I'm confused. The pressure of live streaming, folks. It's the pressure. The most pressure of live streaming is on the weekend. You know that. I get another coffee. I gotta wake up. Oh. Man, I'm just this shower curtain. Oh man, I gotta give you another view of this shower curtain, folks. Here, we'll get a good view from the top here. Right. There's duck standing up on top. Right. It almost it's like a picture, right? It's just awesome. Can I get this on a bathtub mat? Yep, I can. Blanket too. I could put this on a blanket too. I could. You got to be careful. It's got to make sure it covers the whole thing because it doesn't look the same if there's a white border. So it's like if as long as it doesn't look like it's landscape, because sometimes the things are too long. It depends, but it's something I could do. Oh. So you're thinking. Blanket. A blanket and a bath mat. Should I see what it looks like? Okay, so geese, lagoon, blanket, and bath mat. See, it won't work on a towel because the towel is too long. You'll have a white. I don't like when you print it and it's got the white borders. It doesn't look right. It looks like an afterthought. Like this is completely the whole thing is bled to the edges, and when it's bled to the edges like this, it looks like yes, this was meant to happen. You know what I mean? I don't like when you do it and then it's got, you know, the strip across because the picture, you know, isn't big enough type of thing. Doesn't look, it looks cheesy, you know, doesn't have that professional. Like this looks like just so awesome. It's like, my God, like, how did you get a picture so perfect for a shower curtain? Because I thought about it when I was sitting there. No, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just taking pictures. Oh, Susan, you should see the backdrop when I take the lens off. Looks even better. Here, I'll sit center, okay, and we'll take off the wide angle. Doug's gone. We'll go back to this way. Look at that. Great. So we'll lift it up a touch. There you go. There, see? Looks like a professional YouTuber now, eh? I'm in a studio. This is green screen. What do you think of that? Okay. This is the backdrop I'm going to use for the new 2-minute appeals video. Yeah, this is the coffee mug, eh? It's a camouflage coffee mug for the background. I sell these too, coffee mugs and shower curtains. Everybody needs that to have coffee in their shower. This cafe press thing, I love it. The things you can do with it. Unfortunately, it's like editing a video. It takes so much time. It's like so much time. It's like a full-time job. It's like, it is. It really is. And I can't even hire anybody because I thought about it. I have a friend in town that does graphics work. And I thought to myself, you know, I could do that with him, but then I would just have to double check everything. And there's so much stuff when I'm doing it, like, it's just, I end up having to redo, and I don't want to pay someone to do it and then redo, you know? It's like, it's hard. The struggle is real to figure out how to pull this off. Oh. And don't forget, sign the petition. Vista posted it, but it's also below here. Fix the YouTube appeal system. We really need to fix that. You know? I know what you mean. We need it, but I like drinking coffee in the shower. That's why I want to have a matching coffee mug with my shower curtain. This is actually not the magic one. I have a matching coffee mug for the shower curtain, but this is the duck one. I'm sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. I was half asleep. But I have the one that actually is the goose, that has the goose on it. There's one that's a goose mug, the same picture as this. Yo. I should get my act into gear, right? Because I gotta eat. And I gotta get my head around how I'm gonna do this, what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking if I let the are you guys willing to, well, basically nobody's going to watch the channel. Everybody's going to leave today. They're just going to go, well, no, he's going to the duck channel today because, well, guess what? There's no ducks. They're at the Magoon, and Matt's too lazy to put a camera over there because he doesn't have one. So I'm thinking I really would like to let the ducks out and just go. What's the weather? Let me just check the weather here because the yard's still a little bit damp from their 2 days of rain. I don't really want them to drill the yard because the yard needs to grow back. No. Today's the day, actually. It's a beautiful day. 19 degrees. Tomorrow's 10. They could be locked up tomorrow. It's just that today's going to be warm and the ducks will be laying in the pen panting. Yeah, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to let them out. We're going to do a giraffe day, you know? Streamed with no animals because the giraffes are all outside. I think that's what we need to do. Jeff Freeman. Please find a way, Matt. What do you mean? I don't understand. Please find a way. I don't understand. Please find a way, what, to the pen? I'm confused. But if I let them out, I'm going to put the GoPro on my head. We'll do it live, and and I'm going to leave Doug inside for that. Well, no, I'll bring him out to ruin it. Because you know what would the Duck Adventure be without Doug ruining it? You know what I mean? Oh, you're mesmerized by the shower curtain. I just saw you there, Stephanie. Do you want me to stand up and show you what it really looks like? It looks better at the top than it does the bottom. Oh, just sure, not yes? You don't make me feel too appreciated there, Stephanie. Sure, whatever. You don't really have to. There, that's much better. Yes. Be decisive. Okay. Look at that. Is that cool? Like really, this is what the height should be, the shower curtain needs to be lower. You know? Is that pretty cool? It's like they're like all behind me. I need to come up with a low rack. I gotta come up with something. I don't know what I'm gonna come up with. I've got to come up with something for my studio in my kitchen, on how to do. You know, they got to make some kind of, temporary folding frame. Which they got to make up for green screen. That you can set up, and then drape the shower curtain over top. Because it's so much better if it was lower. But I got little pins to my ceiling right now because I'm pinning it to the ceiling. That's why we're seeing the bottom of it with the geese. Tops ducks, bottoms geese. I don't want a garment rack laying in my kitchen. I need something that folds away. There's got to be something that folds away. Believe me, I have racked my brain on MacGyvering. I could do that. And with the wind, it would move, and it would look like the ducks are alive. What do you think of that? Eh? That'd be like CGI. You like the goose feet in the water, right? That's a really good picture. It turned out nice. Excellent print job. Except the bottom of it, they didn't go right to the edge on the bleed, eh? They still, there's the green line mark, and I know for a fact that I bled it. So Neil, if we were anal about the white bleed mark at the bottom, you could fold this over and sew it. So that would be gone. That wouldn't be the end of the world. But it is a bit of a faux pas here on the printing, because the bleed didn't go right to the edge. Because that is actually the line mark they use to show. That's the line mark they use actually to show on the artwork not to go to the edge, but it shouldn't be there because this is their guide, not my guide. Because I don't have the back plate on it, the back piece. Yeah, you can see the markers. So this must be when they put it through the machine, so they line it up for the print. Yeah, it's on the top too. Didn't bleed right to the edge for some reason. That's strange. So you would have to, but still, but I don't see it. Unless I just showed it to you. I shouldn't have showed it to you. No. Actually, I'm going to check the artwork. It might be me. It might be me. I might have screwed that up. Actually, while I got you on, I'm curious right now if I did. I'm going to check. I'm just wondering if I did screw it up. I'm 99% sure I went with a full bleed. But I'll tell you here in a second. I'm opening up the file as I'm talking to you. I can't see the screen. I'll move it over. Photoshop. No, I don't want that. Hang on here. I'm in the wrong section. Okay. Done. Okay. Shower curtain. Where are you? Bath curtain. All right. Let me just see. I'm positive I went full bleed on it, so it shouldn't have showed that. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's a reading file. For that big file. Even with the solid state hard drives, still slow. Okay, so where are you? Okay, I got one. My fault. Yeah, I screwed up. Damn. No, I can't believe I screwed up. Yep. Damn it, I don't believe it. Yeah, my fault. I gotta fix that. I'm so close. I went right to the edge, folks, but not enough with the artwork. Damn. And the marks that are showing are my fault. I went full bleed on the sides, but on the top I stopped just after the line. Oh, damn it. All right. Well, we know, eh? I gotta fix that. I'm just gonna leave that file open, and I will deal with it later. Well, at least nobody else bought one. It's just mine. I'll fix it so the next one, when you get it, you won't have the green lines like I have. All right. How's that sound? It's my fault. I screwed up. Yes, Jennifer, you're glad you waited. Actually, I might be able to fix it here within Cafe Press. Let me just go inside Cafe Press while I'm talking. This is actually pretty good when I got the camera dead center in front of me here. I could work. You could look at my face. But the camera's sometimes in the way. Okay, shower curtains. I might be able to fix it in this. I might be able to. Let me just see if I can see. No, can't fix it in here. That's strange. The artwork in the that line shouldn't have been there. I'm just looking here. Select image height. No, that's bizarre, folks. I gotta fix the what you call it. I gotta redo that. All right, well, we'll just leave that there. Come back to that later. All right, I'll fix that. Oh, Nancy, no, my Asian fuel lunch was not a secret. I completely went into great detail the day afterwards. There is a stream about it. I think it's Wednesday morning, because I went Tuesday. Yes, I went Tuesday, so Wednesday morning stream. I talked in great depth about the Asian bacon jalapeno, and now I want to go back there lunch. I'm thinking about that. Thank you, Nancy. You have no idea how good it was. It's like I'm craving it, and I have no time to drive to Beachburg and back for bacon jalapeno Chinese food with crispy noodles. Oh, man, it was so good. Oh, man, I'm so hungry now. Anyways, oh man, breakfast is gonna just fail this morning compared to what I'm thinking about right now. You have no idea, folks, how good it was. Like, it was just unbelievable. Okay, let's not think about that because I'm not having that for breakfast. I could, like if I could magically transport myself, but they're closed. They don't open until noon, so I can't even do that. I would be sitting outside their restaurant and it'd be closed, waiting for the bacon jalapeno fusion Chinese experience. It's really tasty though. Oh, Nancy, why'd you have to bring it up? No, having dinner for breakfast tonight. Or yeah, I could go right now. I have a Chinese food, but they're not open, and then have breakfast tonight. No, I gotta do that. I'm gonna stick to my staple: some bacon or some. I might have bacon today. Bacon and duck eggs. I gotta have some. I gotta get my act into gear. I gotta decide what I'm gonna do. I've got to think of what I gotta do. I can't let the ducks out yet because the duck egg situation. Yesterday, I did a recon yesterday, folks, and when I went back into the pen, I think it was around noon. I forget when it was. It was before I whipped into town. There was 5 more eggs in the pen. Like they're late. So if I let them out if I let the ducks out right now, they literally would be hiding eggs around the property on me. So the ducks, I'm probably not gonna let the ducks out. I'm thinking like somewhere around 11 or noon, because that way I make sure I get the eggs out of the little buggers. They're really late this year. They're not. They're not early duck egg laying ducks, if you know what I mean. But one thing I tell you is that they're really fat. I cannot believe how fat the ducks are. They're like, they need some serious free ranging. So, good morning, Rachel. Haven't seen you in a while. They're like serious fat ducks. They waddle really slow. So, they're really slow waddlers. No, I've never had turkey eggs before. They can barely walk, actually, Lester. They need some serious exercise. So they need to get out and about and do stuff. That's why getting out would be nice. Which I'll let them out later. I'm going to do that. I'm going to let them out later, and then we'll just do the giraffe version of the duck channel. Okay? That's what we'll do. Somebody sent me an email the other day. They said there was 585 people watching an empty giraffe stall. You know? I'm like, how can 585 people watch an empty giraffe stall? I We'll see, how many people watch an empty duck stall, empty duck pen. Well, but I'm going to swap the cameras. So the barn, I'm thinking the barn, the camera will focus inside the barn. I think it will. And like I said, I got another camera coming, but it ain't going to be here. Well, Friday tracking said it was still in Florida. You know. Oh, Inga, I couldn't believe it. And with no sound. And I think it's only 480p resolution, Miles. I think the resolution is only 480p. So it's 480p with no sound and the stall's empty and 585 people are watching it. You can't even make that. It sounds like an Onion article, you know? The latest in live streaming, 2018. 480p. So basically it's just a couple notches above VHS and no sound and the stall's empty. uh, like, think about it. Well, yeah, an empty church. Well, at least the decor is a little better, right? But anyways, it's like, well, not as bad, folks. Not as bad as 3,100 people watching a recording of a train, and it says that it's live, but it's a recording because it's 10 o'clock at night here, and they said it was in Norway, so that would have been like about 3 a.m. and it was in the winter time, and it was light out. and it was like, okay, it's like 3 a.m. right now in Norway, and it's like it's dark at 3 a.m. in Norway in January, and there's 3,100 people watching the train live stream, and it's a video. Not everybody is the sharpest tool in the shed, if you know what I mean. Yes, I'm growing vegetables, Rachel. We talked about that in depth yesterday. It was actually quite a long stream about vegetable growing yesterday. We got off on a little bit of a garden tangent yesterday. You know, it's even more of a scam, Jennifer. Here's even another scam. Okay, that's even bigger than the train streams. Is the National Geographic animals killing each other? Okay, live stream. Now that one is brutal because it's live, okay? So you're thinking, okay, so what did they set the camera up in the savannah or something and you're watching, lions, attacking zebras? Nope. They've got all kinds of pieces edited together because once like let's say the alligator, kills whatever, the gazelle, then boom, it goes to another animal killing another animal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, if you're live, how are you jumping around all over the place doing this? It's all video. Like, it's people, what they're doing, they're feeding a video feed into an encoder and streaming it to YouTube. You see, YouTube, they're gaming the YouTube algorithms is what they're doing. These channels, which they should be banned, they actually should be reported. But YouTube doesn't have any rules against streaming video content, and that's what's wrong. That's another thing that's seriously wrong with the live streaming. There should be a rule that if it's not live, you can. Well, I know Facebook when you do live, it tells you that you have to check off a box and agree that there is no pre-recorded content, and if there is pre-recorded content in your live stream, you have to clearly make sure it says on the screen that this is pre-recorded content. So that YouTube needs to have a rule. If it ain't live, you can't live stream it. Like this live stream in a video feed is wrong, you know? Like it's wrong on so many levels. That's what I think. But I'm just the duck guy. But and I go to great lengths to make sure my streams are live because I could stream a show. I could stream a video and you would think, "Oh my god, Matt's live. Oh, whoa, how did he jump from here to there? Oh, he jumped again from here to there. How is he doing this live?" Like, "Oh, this is an episode from last year, that scum." No, there ain't gonna be ducks today, Tina, because I'm gonna let them out later. So we're gonna go to the giraffe version of live streaming, where there's gonna be nobody here. There'll just be cameras running. Thankfully, bandwidth is free. No, the bandwidth is free. The data is free. And the bandwidth ain't free, but the data is unlimited data, so it doesn't matter. I don't save any money turning the data off. As soon as we get the other camera, we can get the ball happening. Oh. Well, actually, Stripper will probably be in the barn today. She's. I'm not putting her in the Magoon. I learned my lesson, Virginia, on that. That ain't gonna happen. So that ain't gonna happen. Not putting Stripper is. I'm a little upset at that little duck because I know if I put her in the Magoon, she'll do what she did to me the other night. So I'm just gonna leave her in the barn, and she can go in and out and do whatever she wants. No, I'm not hatching this year, Rachel. I'm regrouping from the whole YouTube termination deal. So Stripper's is a rotten duck. She made me get the canoe out to get her. I don't understand that duck. Like, I handle her more than any other duck, you know? Okay, Rachel, you're not listening. I ain't doing it. It ain't happening. There are no hatching going to happen here, and there's no such thing as no work hatching. There's other channels that hatch. I ain't doing it this year. I'm broken. YouTube broke me this year. Lester, no, I ain't having it either because it's 60 days notice, and I'm hurt. Why? We're going back to this again. Matt's hurt. I got Achilles tendon problems, which I'm discovering how gimp I am, and I couldn't do it. I would, unless you want to see me totally crippled and have to get an operation, and be really screwed. Would you watch my streams from the couch after my operation? And then I'm 2 years laid up because I had to get my Achilles tendon operated on because I hurt myself because I got I just killed myself working. Would you watch that? My freezer? What about it? I know people who have I'll have to eat free range chicken, but it's not the end of the world. I just can't take on it. Folks, you right now, you have no idea how hard physically I'm finding everything. I don't talk about it, but if I had a camera on me while I'm walking around, I do a lot of whining to myself because I'm seriously not. I'm so like there's a reason not much is getting done outside right now, and I'm really mad at myself because I look at all the stuff I have to do, and I hurt. And everything I do, if I'm going to do any work outside, I got to wear an ankle brace, and I got to wear my work boots. You know how hot that is? It's like, yeah, I'll be missing roasted duck, but I know where some free range chickens are being raised. I have access to that. I know where the illegal contraband meat is in this part of the world. You know, I know where there's illegal pork. I'm just hurt. And I got to be careful. I really got to be careful. I really do. I got to figure out how to do things smarter this year to give my body a chance to heal. But wouldn't you feel great if you pushed me to do something and then I hurt myself worse and had to go in an operation? Wouldn't you all feel great about that? You know? Like, oh, yeah, we pushed him to do this to satisfy our urges. And look at him now. He's screwed. Yeah, I'm going to work smarter. I'm going to regroup. And who was it? It was Jasmine. Jasmine really put it in perspective, okay? I think Jasmine said it was 1,680 days in a row that I worked. Who here would want to work 1,680 days in a row? Well, Miles, no, I didn't really have a rough start to the year. I had a rough last year and never got better. And then I got brutalized by YouTube this year while I was still recouping from 2017. 2017 was a hard year on Matt. Concussion. But there was something else happened that I keep forgetting about. Somewhere between the concussion and the Achilles tendon. Something happened between the concussion and somebody reminded me the other day, I forgot. So much happened last year, I forgot. I can't remember. There was something else happened to me last year that I can't remember. Was it, did I have pneumonia last year? No, I didn't. I don't remember having pneumonia last year. Food poisoning, that's what it was. That was brutal. Doug got cancer. Yeah, there you go. It was a bad year. 2017 sucked the big one, boys and girls. There was like too much bad happened here. You know? Like, and then the vegans decided to come into our lives last fall, and they hung around and caused all kinds of problems. And And then started reporting the channel, and February the 6th, our first strike, and then March the 2nd, all hell broke loose, you know. It was bad. So I'm going to try to regroup because I'm 56, boys and girls. I'm not young. I think I'm young. My head thinks I'm young. I fool myself to think I can pull things off. But I'm telling you, honestly, right now, when I'm working outside, walking around, I'm hurting. Put it this way, if I was working for somebody, I would technically be on compensation. I would be off work right now if I was working because I'm still not. I'm all I'm going to do is if I continued, if I tried to pull off what I did last year here this year, I would end up having to get an operation to fix my problem. Because like right now, I'm sitting here right now, folks, and my Achilles tendon is throbbing. I feel it. It's not pounding in pain, but I can feel the blood in that part of my foot. And it's only the beginning of the day. I haven't done anything. It's 8:52 in the morning, and I can feel my Achilles tendon throbbing with the blood. Like I'm in bad shape. So I'm going to listen to my body. Normally I don't. Normally I just power through it like a stupid fool, and because I'm driven. But I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm taking this wake up call that was delivered to us by YouTube, and the vegans. Actually, we can thank the vegans for this. That Matt's going to regroup, and you know what? More ducks are going to die than ever before because when I come back, I'm going to be in such good shape. Lots of ducks are going to die. Do you think the vegans counted on that one? That's actually funny when you think of it. Uh, the ducks got a reprieve, but more will die later. Anyways, I'm going to say goodbye and get my breakfast happening. I gotta go do a camera swap in the barn and get things happening. It's Saturday. Now I know everybody's sitting there wishing that Matt would get his work together and get things done, but I might not be full speed today. So yes, Chris, I'm a mess, and I'll admit it. I am a mess. I know it. And honestly, if the vegans wouldn't have attacked me and shut me down so that I could realize what a mess I was, I would be setting myself up for a massive fall, which would end the duck adventure completely. Because think about it. If I had to get an operation, just imagine if I hurt myself to the point that I had to go get an operation to fix my problem and I had animals here. What kind of mess would that be? Think about it. That would be a massive mess. A mess that I don't want to be partake in. So we're sort of lucky that the vegans did what they did so that Matt got saved from himself. You know what I mean? Because I'm starting to realize it. Like I'm starting to accept it. It was hard, and but I am accepting that it was probably fate intervening to save my body. So, well, we're going to still be the tip of the spear on the fix the YouTube appeals process. You know? Wow, what an optimistic view, Jennifer. No, I'm not. It's not optimistic. It's realistic. Trust me. Walk around with me for the day and watch me limp and gimp, and I'm walking like at half speed, folks. I don't have spring in my step. I can't go quick because when I go quick, it hurts. Like I'm being realistic, not optimistic. I'm being realistic, and this is the first, folks. This is the first time in my life, okay, that I've ever been physically impaired, okay, that I can't do what I want to do. This is the first time ever, okay? Excess veggies are going to the food bank. Anything I grow excess will go to the food bank. But this is the first time in my life. I've never in my life been, I've never, honestly, I can't think of any time in my life that I have been hurt. Like, well, I'll give you an example. When I renovated my store, I bought a building. I bought this commercial building, and I had to renovate 10,000 square feet. And I had broken my ankle in the spring, and I had to renovate that fall. And I got the cast off, bought a pair of work boots, and then spent 5 months renovating with a gimp foot. Happens the same foot actually, um, which was probably not a good thing to do. Was to do 5 months of heavy construction, renovating a commercial space, and I used duct tape and I used to put the work boot on and duct tape the work boot tight every day, and I kept going and going and going like a stupid fool, but I had to do it. But I made myself worse, which is probably why my Achilles tendon in that foot is causing me problems. When I twisted it last year walking through the mud. So no, that was a different building. No, that was all right. The town had no problem with that building. That was a big building. It was 10,000 square feet. It wasn't a little 1,500 square foot building. It was the commercial building I bought. So, anyways, I'm realistic about this year. I just had to regroup, had to get my head around what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, and that's all. So, and the plan is still unfolding in my head. I'm still getting ideas, and because this is my life. YouTube is what I do. I'm a YouTuber. So I've just got to regroup, you know, and come up with. I got to come up with something. Don't really know what it is yet, but I got to come up with something. But I just know one thing: I'm physically screwed, and I've accepted that.